redevelopment of Point Cook will start. The first part of the redevelopment is all the underground infrastructure, the power, water, the sewerage, and the sewerage is very important because at the moment, if everybody's been to Point Cook, it's rather rudimentary and the fish lovers, but under the new EPA law, it has to be properly recycled. And now that the urban development has come right down to the main gate, you can just pump it. And you've ever heard the old saying, pumping shit uphill? And so we'll hook in. But the underground infrastructure is the first part. That's about $16 million worth. Plumbing there is very bad. Every winter when the ground contracts, the pipes break. That's going to start, and then there's the adaptive reuse. Now the RAAF Museum at Point Cook will remain there, and as that last Thursday from the plant, it's never ever going to change. 21 squadrons at Point Cook now, it's moved out of Laverton. The RAAF band will come over to Point Cook, and it's banded around the DITC, which is the Defence International Training Centre, and the Defence School of Rangers, believe it or not, is going to come back to Point Cook, and they're going to go up into the northwestern area. There's a lot of greenfield site. If you go out there today, you'll see there's a lot of buildings disappeared. It has got the apricot colour that's been heritage listed to remain. Everything else, we can't be adaptive reuse, it's going to be demolished. And I don't know if you know about the gatekeeper's house that's up in the back lots in the marriage patch. It's actually going to be moved down over the road from the museum. We're going to take it, so I expect communication stuff, aircraft stuff, but I'm now going to collect the building and it'll become part of our statement. It's going to be an interpretation centre for people that come to Point Cook to understand why Point Cook is important to Australia, the ADF, to the RAAF, a lot. So that's happening at Point Cook. The Laverton will eventually disappear. When? We don't know. But it's going to disappear. It's more attractive to the developers than Point Cook is, because Point Cook's on the National Heritage listing and they can't do anything about it now. But if you've been out that way recently, the runway and all the taxiways have gone. That's called RAAF Williams, which is a suburb with about 8,000 houses on it. Target's just where the control tower was. Target has just built its main headquarters there. And Williams Landing is the railway siding. And the rest of the base, over the years, they're going to just downsize it. And if there's one building left there, it will become a defence establishment if there's one building left there. The rest of the stuff will disappear and everything will come to Point Cook. It will go to other places. The southern tarmac, which I can tell you will become aircraft movements. They're going to put them down on the southern tarmac. We have had the runways done up. We can have everything at 617s at Point Cook. So, we had just one slight problem though. They've got to put a big fence around 2.4 metre. If they put it on the northern fence, we've got to offset the threshold by 300 metres, which means nothing can land on it. So we're actually working with Parks Victoria and going to take over some of their land, give them our lake or whatever. But that's and they'll sort that out. We've just had helicopters down there. They come down twice a year and do their tourist training over Melbourne. They operate out of Point Cook, so that's the sort of stuff going on. But the redevelopment will start in earnest next year. It moved to the right, a little bit too far. Once that's done, that's when the museum will be able to put their hand up and try and get a new building, because that's all been smashed in together. Hopefully we'll get something out of it.
David, what about the pier? That used to be good for the crash rescue boats.
The jetty is under review. It's heritage listed. But the biggest argument with the jetty is, you know the length of the jetty. Well, the heritage people are working out what they're going to keep. 1916 bit, the 1938 bit, or the 1992 bit.
As long as they keep the extended bit out the other end there where the boats used to moor.
Yeah, well, that's in the water. I'm not in the boats. So we have one in the collection, but yeah, the jetty is under review by the heritage.
They might go and watch us down there somewhere in the sand.
Said after we threw you off the pier, wasn't it?
Yeah, the won't change down there is the tiger states. They're going to stay.
Just to finish that, I presume
that
this is all lined up to the Air Force's 100th birthday celebrations in March 1921. So everything's...
No, 2021.
2021. So everything is locked in to the Air Force 100th
They are, at the moment, the trees are being sorted out. We had a lot of snow gums growing there which didn't fit into the original landscape. They're already gone, and they weren't wasted. What they did is they chopped them, and the zoo, the Werribee Open Range Zoo, one of the big trunks, which were quite large, they lopped them, come and pick them up. So it's a lot of recycling, and the Air Force Memorial is under restoration as we speak at the moment. They're cleaning it all up, and the Air Force is throwing a lot of money to preserve it. Unfortunately, they can't find the trees that Queen Elizabeth planted or Dickie Williams, so we're going to have to get a couple from the nursery and put them in and make them look good, and put the plates back there. And so there will be.
You better be quick with the volume.
And royalty will be coming out for 2021. There will be some sort of a parade, something at Point Cook. That's where we started. So 2021, we've already started on the cleaning up the base. As I said, it's a moving feast, but it's about time. They've left their run a bit late. Like all us Australians, we were a bit slack. RAAF started theirs 10 years out. They got it, we're 2 years out, and we're thinking, oh, what should we do this time? Oh, well,
The old headquarters building is still...
the headquarters building that's on the parade ground will become 21 Storm headquarters. They're going to move down there because they're taking up 3 buildings and they've only got 9 people, so they don't need.
So is the parade ground still there?
The parade ground will remain, yes. Yeah. The parade ground is going to be resurfaced. Contrary to popular belief that all the dirt's from Gallipoli, I've seen it replaced twice, so I can't be from Gallipoli. Yes, the parade ground is to remain, yeah.
Oh, George will be pleased with that.
Now, the question on Point Cook. Oh, sorry, by the way, we were called in 1979, 1989, something they call it RAAF Williams, Point Cook, and RAAF Williams, Laverton. Been gone. It is now called RAAF Base, until 1st of July last year, it became RAAF Base Point Cook, and it's RAAF Williams, Laverton. So you don't refer to, so we're back to Point Cook again.
Put me on
Just got a quick question.
properly.
Just got a quick question. I know that the Bureau of Met have a big radar system at Laverton, and houses seem to be encroaching on it. Surely someone's going to start feeling the warmth on the back of their head. That radar system's operating. No one said anything about that? Okay.
That's over the other side of the railway line.
I'll make sure my office is stayed with you. You get my production engineer. Yeah, there you go.
And can I say for the radio blokes amongst us, and there's a good number, The museum now has the radar notes from Red School circa 1950. I know they're there because they belong to my dad and I gave them over. I hope they're on your shelf. Now, just before you get too excited, right, I've got something I want to read to you. In the 90s, I was DPA, and if an airman or airwoman wanted to, if they'd been in for a while, they could be on a permanent enlistment, and they'd have to give 3 months' notice to resign or for discharge. And on their application for discharge, they'd have to put in how they were employed and why they were leaving. Well, didn't have to put in, but they were invited to say why they were leaving. And I've kept a copy of this. It comes from Laverton, I think from 1AD. For those who are at 1AD and radio blokes, you might appreciate this. As a Red Tech G, I have swept and polished floors for years. Cleaned toilets, painted boxes, floors and workshops, driven forklifts, oxy-welded frames, attended innumerable parades, funerals and guards of honour, dug foxholes in the bush, guarded armories, filled sandbags, made coffee for officers, emptied garbage bins, played soldiers on exercises, did numerous guards on the main gate, been rostered for duty corporal and guard commander, completed mountains of paperwork and fired noisy rifles when all I wanted to do was repair and service electronic equipment.
It didn't work for me.
Leaving the RAAF will enable me to do just that. Then a little bit later, is there anything else to add? There are many embittered men who hate the RAAF as well as their jobs, but are entrapped in the service because they realise that with their limited talents and lack of fortitude, they would find it hard to earn a living outside. For those of us who stayed, they constantly whinge about the pay and conditions, but when re-engagement time comes along, they sell their souls and sign on again, because all they have to look forward to is a lump sum and a pension cheque on retirement. Unfortunately, since many of these people are senior NCOs and thus in a position of leadership, they can make life a misery for their subordinates and are directly responsible for many new members not re-engaging. Another disheartening aspect is the leadership of some senior officers. Having been surrounded for years by servile and obsequious yes men, they have confused respect with blind obedience. Once a month they come out on parade, once a month they come out on parade and give lengthy dissertations on riveting subjects, like swinging one's arms shoulder high. Somehow this is supposed to instill discipline and a sense of pride in the service. They are so out of touch with reality that they can't hear the collective groans of despair from their captive audience, who are forced to listen to their tedious effusions. What really frightens me is that these egotistical figureheads are so inebriated by their delusions of grandeur that they actually believe their own speeches, and, worse still, They think we believe them also. As if this isn't enough, they invent extracurricular parades such as the beating of the retreat, whatever that means. How this Boer War mentality can still exist in the 20th century is beyond me, but then I'm only a corporal. When these mind-numbing exercises in futility are over, the self-congratulatory senior officers who orchestrated these pseudo-military theatrics repair to the officers' mess, where they are photographed quaffing cocktails with the local dignitaries and dream of being enshrined in the annals of military history, while the disgusted troops are going home and dream of their discharge day so they can regain their sanity. Until the leadership of the RAAF shifts the emphasis from ceremonial anachronisms to job satisfaction, the discharge rate among the more intelligent spectrum of service personnel will always remain high. P.S. In your letter you stated that you were sorry that I'm leaving the RAAF. This deep felt pain of grief could have been avoided by reading my posting preferences and amplifications to remain at my current unit. I was happy in this unit and had not intended to leave the RAAF until, for some reason, one of the faceless bureaucrats decided to post me. I didn't quite get the time when Dave was here, and I think this is right, this is my memory anyway, but Dave had been here for a long time at 1FTS and then at the museum, and when he left the service in the mid-90s, he was one, I think he was posted out, and he quit, he resigned, and he said to me, the only reason I'm going is because I can no longer go on posting, my family is too settled here, and you're the reason why that's so, because you left me here too long.
Whichever way you go.
No names, no back to look. Is that guy running BHP or something?
I doubt it. I doubt it. He could write okay, but at the end when he said, well, P.S., I wouldn't have got out unless you posted me, it sort of gives himself away. And I'll say one thing, shortly after that I ended up on the F111 Diesel Resale Board of Inquiry, and I can say that everybody that we took evidence from truly loved the Air Force. They truly loved the Air Force, but some of those officers, they were bastards. But everybody loved the Air Force, and I think we all love the Air Force. I'll invite Kingsley McCrae.
Thank you very much, John. So look, I think it was a tremendous day, and David's gone, but I think there was an outstanding effort on RAAF Museum. It sort of opened my eyes a lot more there than what the glimpse that I had of it previously. So I think he's done some tremendous work. And look, as president of this group and this great committee, and there's many of them here today, so I'd like to just stand up briefly so everyone knows who you are. So you can just put your hands together for all committee guys. Now for this event, Ron did a lot of work over the last few months to get David here. So that was very good. Appreciate that, Ron. And you gave an excellent talk before. And Noel, who does our regular communication machine here, who keeps us all in the loop. That's great. And John Parkson
provides name tags.
There's somebody in Broadmeadows going, who's it all? And John's done a great job today, so we'll put our hands together. We do enjoy the support of the Air Force Association, which was the RAAF Association, now it's back to the Air Force Association. So we do enjoy their support, both in kind and financially, which enables us to do this lunch at a much better price than we would otherwise have to charge. And the benefits we receive are actually greater than the contributions, which the collective amount that we contribute. So I would encourage you to think about joining, and for our benefit in the future as well as today. And I think that pretty well wraps it up. We've got as I've mentioned before, we've got a great committee doing a great job. We'll have our next function, I think, is the alumni function in December. But sorry, before that, we'll have our November function.
Yes.
And we have a on Oaks Day. On Oaks Day. Yeah, Oaks Day. Oh, good. Yeah. So you have to give up your Oaks Day meeting. So our next committee meeting will be the 6th of August at the Marl Exchange Hotel. So, and of course, people are invited. Yes, question.
If I can, just one, I was at Shrine on Sunday, I didn't get a chance to thank David very much for what they do to support all of the general community, but I had a good chat with the RAAF Association, the Brits, and they've joined the Air Force Association as well. And the reason they did that is they're impacted by the effects of ageing, and they wanted a home and they felt comfortable there. And we're sort of going the same way, and I was a bit uncomfortable about that, but look, we're still holding it together well. How does everyone feel about having another function, in November with a guest speaker in this sort of format? Is that something we want to continue with? No, sir, I just wanted to sound. Yeah, no, that's great. Thank you.
Just come up front here. Just wanted to say that there may be an RMIT function in September. I've got to check that out. Everybody here is invited. I just want to talk one other time, one of the little incidents that happened, which I find incredible. The only time an LAC has been invited to the officers' mess at Richmond for a function. He was on my apprentice course, 15 course. His name was Rodney. I won't say his second name, but he's a radio technician. Last time I saw him, he actually went to Air Depot, to AD, but he became the mayor of Richmond. And as the mayor of Richmond, he was invited to the officers' mess. I mean, he was an LAC, as the mayor of Richmond. He was fated. But I think that's the only time it's ever happened. There you go.
The warrant was a point cook.
And also thank you to our guest who came on today. And words told me that she's not actually in the alumni group, she's actually in the philanthropy group. So, and you all know what that means. So she's very keen on talking to her now and wants to talk to her. So thank you everyone, and we look forward to the next function. Thank you.
Yeah.